or store. Never mind. You know what? They have the storage barn. I don't think I need a granary right now. No, I don't need one. Storage barn acts as a granary. So once the food's made, they'll take it to the storage barn, stored there. You know, easy enough. People go to the storage barn, access food. So you wanna. That's why you wanna have your house as close to everything you start off with, so that it takes little to no time for the gatherers to transfer the food to here, and it takes little to no time for the people to come to the storage barn to get the food, because the food doesn't deliver to the people have to get the food. So, there we go. Whew, that's a lot of talking. I think the next thing we're going to do is, I think we're gonna, you know what, we're gonna let this build a bit. We're gonna speed up time a little bit, get that done, because that's important. Okay, so that's done. Now that the gatherer hut's built, you notice there's this question mark. Question mark basically means that there's nobody working here. You know, the game's like, what the heck's going on? It's an empty building, there's no workers. You know, you gotta put your workers in. So what we're gonna do, you go back to Professions tab. You can do it two ways. You need to click up here to assign people. So you got 0, you click it, or you can go here. I like to go here just because it's easier. I'm gonna go with 4. This is 4 because you need food. Food's important. You want to get as much food as possible. 5 laborers is still quite a bit. I usually don't go down lower than 3. 3 is usually pretty good, and we'll keep it at that. Clear out this section. So yeah, your gatherers, what to do is they'll collect mushrooms, roots, and random, like, you know, food and crap like that to feed your people, and it works very well. It's very well, especially in a forest. If there's a lot of forest and you're cutting it down and clearing it out, there's food galore. You'll have tons of food. As you'll see, we should have crap loads of food pretty soon. So in case you've noticed, we have some people with no houses, so we'll build another house here. Get that out. Go up priority, so that the laborers stop what they're doing now to build this house. And I think things are going pretty good right now. Reserve of firewood. You see right here it says reserve of firewood is low, so what that means is that we're low on firewood. Firewood's important for heating your homes, keeps them warm during the winter. Without firewood, you people freeze and die. So the firewood place is, I think it's right here. Yeah, woodcutter. So your woodcutter makes your firewood. So again, we're gonna place him as close as we can to everything else, because he delivers his firewood to here, storage stockpile. People grab it from the stockpile, so it's right by the houses. Take literally 2 seconds for them to grab it. And that's complete now, so we are up priority on the woodcutter. Get that done, because you want to. The main things you want to do before winter starts is you want to get a woodcutter up, and you want to get food, and housing, of course. So I think we pretty much got that. For the most part, I think we're pretty good. Yeah. 0 out of 24. We're pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're just gonna wait for this stuff to build, so we're gonna up the time a little bit. Again, I think 2 builders is usually effective enough to get everything done early on. You want to have laborers doing your other stuff, so I think that's good. That's what I usually run early on. You can kind of change it as you get older. Oh, there you go. We get another adult. Adric has become an adult. So here's laborer. So there we go. Come on, guys, build this house. You notice your people kind of, you know, screw around and go away sometimes, so that happens. Oh, look, even a child board, Orlando. Welcome to the family, Orlando. So once the woodcutter's almost done here, we're gonna have to assign somebody to work at the woodcutter. Fortunately for us, the woodcutter only takes 1 person, so you really don't need an extra woodcutter for a while. Like it serves quite a bit of houses early on, so that's good. Holy baby making time! Look at all these babies. Oh man, this game has some weird names. I've never even heard half these names. I guess Orlando's normal and other things, but I've never heard these. Like, at least I'm English, so, and Canadian, so never heard those names before. Maybe they're common in other people's places. I don't know. But we're gonna clear out. I think let's get this area cleared out. Get this. So since I've designated to clear out this area, they're gonna kind of like do both at the same time, kind of thing. And if we check on our food situation here, actually I should reduce time a bit. We'll see that we have. Where is my food? Homes and housing? Nope. That one? Okay, you'll see. 377 is our amount of stored food. We see we have berries. I think all the food's in the houses. Yeah, see, berries, onions, those are all from the gatherer's hut. That, like, it does a pretty good job of keeping your people fed. And wow, my people are growing like crazy. I'm getting another house already. I think I'm just gonna put it right there. Kind of get out of the way. And, where's my road? Good, there we go. So your builders have to build your roads too, in case you notice, like this one's, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this one's a little lighter as the one I just built. Your builders actually have to build the road. So hopefully once I build that house, actually we're gonna up priority here. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but when you up priority, it up priorities to everything. So like, if I have priority on this and my builders are already building something, they'll stop building what they're building and focus on this. So it works for everybody. Just something to remember, you know, if you notice that your builders all of a sudden go from one thing that's almost done to another one. I think that happened to me earlier. That's the reason why. So we'll see, they clear out sections pretty quick. Doesn't take that long. And we're gonna clear out this part too. Get that done. And if you, like I said, if you have priority, it doesn't take long at all to get stuff done. It's very smooth. Karanda. Yeah, labor. Awesome. At this point, I think I'm going to want to build a well. Because we're playing a medium difficulty, we can be a little bit more aggressive and stuff like that. We don't have to, but a well is good to have just in case. We're gonna put it right there, I think. The house is almost done. That house should get rid of my homeless people. Let's see here. Homeless people be gone. No? Can they not access that house? Is that why it's doing that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. Our food levels are low. What? What are you talking about? Food levels are low. Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna make another gatherer's hut, I think. Since we have enough people. Where's my gatherers? This one? Yep, gatherer's hut. We're gonna make it down. I'm gonna put it right here. Since it's kind of a little way. Well, let's see. Let's say there. So we're gonna make it right here. I think. Be a good spot right there. And so if you guys can hear the music in this game, the music is very chill and relaxing. I really like it. I'm a fan of like the. It's got kind of that Minecraft kind of feel to it. Awesome stuff. Oh, and you can also rotate the camera like this, so you can see. I kind of like to stick to one view because if you like, I just get confused. Like I get lost. Like it looks so weird. So I kind of keep it one view unless I need to build something specifically or access something. Otherwise, I go like this. And now, I think if I want to up priority this, I can go. Oh, whoops. I can go like that. And get that up there, but otherwise I like to keep it like this because I get confused and lost if I don't. So again, if you're worried about your food, you can always see your stored food right here. It gives you all your supplies in this window. This is general statistics. Shows your year, so year 1, early autumn, your people, temperature, wood, stored logs, stone, iron, firewood, food, etc., etc. So you'll see in the medium difficulty you do expand pretty quickly. You see, like Yaret, we already got another laborer. We're expanding pretty quickly. I'm gonna, before I build anything, I want to get that gatherer's hut done. You see, they haven't even started on the well yet because, again, like, if you don't prioritize things, it takes forever to build anything. This is almost done. Oh, look at other people. We're getting big. Let's get some more resources just to get rid of anybody that's idle. If you haven't noticed, anything you set to remove will have a little X on it. See the... Well, I'm not sure if that's an axe or a pickaxe. I just call it an X. A little orange X on if you selected it to be removed. Yeah, pickaxe and an axe it looks like. That means that you've set your guys to harvest its resources. Okay, so that's being built. We will up speed a bit. So this, you see, this is a very fun game. I like this game. It's my kind of style. It's got like that almost kind of sim vibe to it. And remember, this game was made by one guy, so it's pretty impressive. Hurry up and get that. Oh, look at all the trees falling down. And if you do notice that trees do fall down their own, so if you're like playing and you're like way up here and all of a sudden a tree randomly falls down, there's nobody around, they do fall down their own. It's kind of a nice little touch you've added. My builders are building here. Keep an eye on my storage yards because I might need to. It's always nice to have a storage yard close. Like if you notice that since storage yards are cheap, they're free, you can build them wherever you want. If you're harvesting down here and you want to make it a lot faster, you can go like, well, I'm going to spot up a storage yard, and they'll bring it to the closest storage yard. So all this stuff they'll put right there. It's good for making sections of towns and stuff like that when you're expanding and whatnot. So right off the bat, we're going to up it up to 8. I'm confident doing that because, again, you don't need a ton of laborers. We don't need that many. We have tons of supplies. We go to our general. We have tons of supplies. We don't need a ton more. We want to stockpile on food. You always want to be stockpiling on food. It's just so important to do. And which reminds me, we'll get this up. Oh, so you'll see the snow is falling. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's bright. That's a little bright. Oh. You can see a little bit better when you zoom in. Whew, that's bright. If you're playing this game in the dark, be prepared to be blinded by the snow. But you'll see it looks really nice. Things are snowy now. So I think my firewood's good. Yeah, firewood's perfectly good. With this arrow that points up means, what this means is that my woodcutter has reached the fuel limit, which is 200. So he stopped production. So if you want it, you go like that, put it 400. So then he'll cut firewood until it's to 400. And if it goes past 400, the little arrow will pop up. So all that means is that he's idle, that your mass production has been met, and he's not going to make any more until it gets depleted. So that's what that means. Still a little low on food, but that should go up. I could make a storage barn right here, but that one's still pretty close. Still pretty close to everything. I'm too worried about it. So I think our next step is going to be... What is our next step going to be? Now I'm not sure what a market is. I think what it means is like you build a market, its radius. What this means is that anything like the stockpiles. So if I place this here, my people would just have to go to the market to collect anything that's in this area. So like if I had stockpiles all over the place, I could just put this right here, and any stockpile that's in this giant circle that I have here, I think the people can access. So I think that's what the purpose of the market is. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. I'm still fairly new to this game, but I think that's what the whole purpose of the market is. If that is the case, then the market is very, very important. You want to have that. Very important. Where's my messages? There we go. What did we miss? Oh, we got another laborer and a new child was born. Ooh. Everybody's making babies. So we got 168 food. We're up in food, which is good. Let's look at our resources. So herbalist. One thing you probably gonna want to build for your your gatherer's hut is, you'll notice that as you start collecting resources and stuff like that, your trees are gonna disappear, and that's not good for the gatherer's hut. So what you're gonna want to do is you want to make resource production. You want to get a forester lodge. So what a forester lodge basically does is it plants trees, and they grow and they get bigger, and then it harvests them. So it's just another way to collect wood and plant trees for like gatherers huts and whatnot. And although they're not great, like the firewood collection, I mean the wood collection is very slow and it's not the best. It's still mandatory because you can't just keep collecting resources. You know, you need something that's close to your place. You need to be able to do that. So we're gonna put this right here, I think. Right here, yeah, we'll put it right there. So we're gonna, I think we just want one for now. One should be good. And we might make one down here later. Like if we make another gatherer's hut around here or something, like put one down here. Over here, we're gonna put one down here to keep that forest alive and well. So let's get that going. Yeah, we'll up the production on that, and I think we will wait for that to be done before we do anything. The one thing you want to keep an eye on in this game is you want to start slow. You don't want to go too fast, because as your colony expands, your food production can go like disappear completely. Like once you start getting more people, you grow big pretty quickly, and it hurts your food production. So you want to go slow, build one thing at a time, and kind of go from there. Get a good foundation going. See, so now that's done. The builders will come and finish that off. Shouldn't be too long. And again, I don't want to build any houses, because with building houses, it accelerates your growth. You want to wait till people don't have homes and then build houses. That's, I think, it's a smarter idea to do.